If you happen to like my videos, kindly share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for visiting and watching my videos.
Buying a vehicle is never easy, be it a four-wheeler or a two-wheeler. You have to consider the looks, the comfort, as well as the performance. While looks and comfort level are subjective, there is no two ways about the performance. If you ask the same question with many people, the problem is going to increase and you're going to have many more options. This problem increases exponentially when you are dealing with an EV. Now, you might buy an electrical vehicle as your first vehicle, or maybe replacing your traditional internal combustion one with an EV. So in this video, we are going to see if we can help you with respect to comparing the performance of the two. On my right here, we have the TVS Jupiter 110, but it's a BS4 engine. Now, this is one of the most sold vehicles from the TVS stable. And on the left, we have ePluto 7G, a product of Pure EV. Now, this is one of the most economical and affordable EV when you are talking about the high performance ones. Now, none of the two bikes here claim to be the fastest. In the TVS stable, you have the Antor, which is essentially their sports bike. And when you're talking of EV, you have the Ather brand, which is currently India's top performing EV when it comes to the performance aspect. So, though none of them are known for their speeds, let's see how do they fare when we compare them together. So, let the race begin. Before we go to the race, there is a little bit I want to talk about. The TVS Vigo has a claimed speed of 85 kilometers per hour, whereas the Pure EV ePluto 7G can only reach 60 kilometers per hour. So on the paper, you know who the winner is when it comes to the speed. Basically comparing their average speeds over a distance of 200 meters at their best performance levels, and we will check basically which one fares out the best.
Now for a few considerations before the race could begin. The maximum speed of each vehicle will be restricted to 55 km per hour, keeping in mind the top speed of ePluto 7G. Also, in order to minimize the human error, each scooter would be tried for 2 laps and an average of time would be taken. We were lucky enough to find a less crowded and well laid road which gave us 200 meters of open road. I will be starting it with my ePluto 7G for the sports mode, at which the bike will give its best performance. And off we go. Now to check for the Jupiter. How did the two scooters fare for the 200-meter dash? Jupiter took 16.20 seconds for the first lap, whereas ePluto 7G completed the 200 meters in 18.68. For the second lap, Jupiter took 15.88 seconds, while ePluto 7G completed the same in 18.47. Coming to the average time, Jupiter averaged about 16.04, while ePluto 7G was 18.57 for the 200 meters. A simple mathematical calculation would yield us an average speed. Jupiter averaged at a speed of 44.89 km per hour, while ePluto 7G averaged 38.77 for the entire 200 meters. While the internal combustion engines definitely give us a better performance, EVs are known for their fragility with respect to the cost incurred. Now the cost incurred for the shoot, for which we travelled for approximately 10 kilometers, TVS Jupiter at rupees 85 rupees per litre of petrol and taking an average of 50 kilometers per litre would mean that each kilometer is travelled at a rate of rupees 1.7. Whereas ePluto 7G, which at 2.5 kilowatt hour battery takes almost 2.5 units to fully charge. At rupees 10 per unit, it would cost us 25 rupees to charge the battery, and at a range of 80 kilometers, it would mean that for every kilometer traveled, rupees 0.35 paise has been incurred. So for the 10 kilometers, while TVS Jupiter cost us rupees 17, ePluto 7G cost us only 3.18. So if performance is on your mind, you would better stick to the internal combustion engines which have been around for many years now. But If you want to save some money and also contribute to a greener future, switching to EV might just be the answer.